Stubbornness is the strength of the weak. They defend their errors as if they were defending their inheritance. Their inheritance. He says no in thunder, but the devil himself cannot make him say yes. A small mind is obstinate. A great mind can lead and be led. Now that's something that I put together a couple days ago. It's a little bit, I don't know. I think it's kind of a cool little, I guess, saying. I think it has a ring to it. So that kind of spawned out of a utterly ridiculous and very retarded, if you will, event that was not my fault whatsoever. The person claims to, say that it's my fault, but really it's just a lack of competence getting in the way of that. So yeah, basically this person that started this whole problem, they need to realize that whenever they want to come back to me, I'll be, I'm waiting, whatever. I'll be your friend again, man. Like, we're all good in my eyes. I'm a little bit frustrated that you would not see the light in the situation. You continue to just be ignorant, but that's nothing I can control. So whenever you're ready to have a better understanding and a better, a higher level of maturity, I'll be waiting, man. I'm all good. You can come back. Don't think that I'm the one that should come crawling back to you, because you're the one who, got rid of me. And, yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. Your lack of, appreciation, your lack of maturity was just, that's not much you can control, Your maturity is just something that, happens over time. You can't really control how intelligent or unintelligent you are, how, immature or mature you are. You just can't control this sometimes. It's kind of, a lot of it's in your genes, so, yeah, I mean, you can come back to me whenever you want, man. I'll be willing to, be your friend again, but I'm not gonna be mean to you, because I'm not immature like that. I'm not gonna stoop to your low level. We're all good in my eyes. I'm just waiting for you to, come to realization of the situation. That kind of rhymes. So, yeah, that's one thing, stubbornness, it really, the only thing good about stubbornness, I guess, is the persistence in, your way of doing things. If you want something that bad, you're going to be stubborn and keep doing it. But at the same time, if you're trying to do something impossible, stubbornness is probably the most idiotic thing you could have. So, yeah. Stubbornness is a good thing in, like, little cases. It's good to have some stubbornness, more persistence, I guess. Perseverance is a better way to put it. You don't want to have stubbornness. You want to have that persistence, but you don't want to take it to the next level where you just never give up. My chinchilla is actually, has these little like posts that it jumps around on in his cage, little ledges it can jump on, and you attach them to the inside of the cage. Well, one of the little ledges fell off, and so my chinchilla was trying to jump onto that ledge, but it wasn't there because, it used to be there. So the chinchilla, my chinchilla's muscle memory was just wanting it to jump in that spot, but it kept on falling down instead of landing on the ledge, because the ledge was no longer there because it had fallen down. So my chinchilla kept on, when I was sleeping, just kept on jumping on this thing, and I woke up from the noise, and I looked at him, and I just watched him for a couple minutes. He kept on doing the same cycle, just jumping up, trying to land on this ledge and falling down and falling down. It's like, it's impossible to beat that. My chinchilla's just, it's mostly because he's an animal. He's a one-track mind, and he's going to keep doing it for muscle memory, so it's just also his intelligence. That's just how it goes. That's a perfect example. And, yeah. So, it kind of sucks that, you can't control things in life sometimes, and when things that are utterly retarded, happen, it's really unfortunate, because, things could be going really great, then all of a sudden, the insecurity of the person that kicks you or whatever, knowing that you know what you're talking about, and they don't, they just kick you, because they're like, oh no, he knows what he's doing, he might come into power and, get rid of me, so I might as well get rid of him now. It's just dumb. Like, come on, dude, get over yourself, grow up. You just need to understand that, and another thing, it's said to be a democracy in this thing, right? No, okay, the person said it is a democracy only if the if the suggestion or the idea is a good idea. It's like that's stupid. That's not a democracy. That's totally ignorant. If if it's saying it's a democracy if the idea is good and you like the idea, that is so dumb. That is a tyranny, a dictatorship. A democracy means the people they all agree on things, they vote for things. When everybody agrees that an idea is good but the top guy doesn't, and he completely just ignores and disregards what the people have to say and does what he wants anyway. That is not a democracy, and if you think it is, you don't know what a democracy is, and you need to get your head checked, okay? So, don't be calling this thing a democracy if you don't know what it is. If you're gonna say if it's a good idea, it's a democracy. That just does not make sense whatsoever. So, yeah, man, you just gotta keep in mind, you can come crawling back to me anytime you want, but I won't be coming back to you, because you're the one who needs to apologize. So, yep, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so if you haven't seen it already, go ahead and, whoa, almost fell out of my chair. Okay, yeah, go ahead and check out this video from, last time, so, my last previous video. So, yeah, make sure to check it out if you haven't. See you guys.